We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alfonso Vargas is a man on a mission as he tries to bring his hitting streak to 20 games. Next. David Kim out of Idaho will be the starter on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Into the corner and slicing foul.
First pitch, 7:07.
The windup and the 0-1. On he pops it up. Guerrero in foul ground, and no one will track it down. And he misses there, 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, J.C. Embry, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
And that's the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ito Suzuki.
So in now for Chicago, Sito Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
1-1. And this is knocked down on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Sammy.
The next Cub up, Sammy Sosa. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention. Some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Subcheck is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Justin Steele gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Rizzolo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
No left fielder, Jonathan Rizzolo.
The pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
The 1-1 is called a strike, down and in.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Alfonso Vargas. The average sits at a cool .305 entering play. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball, down and away.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Stepping in now, David Santos. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still no score. At the plate, Pete Armstrong, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Armstrong.
Here comes the first pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Armstrong is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Lifted in the air to center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Batting seventh, Nicholas Horner.
So coming to the plate, Nicholas Horner. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Armstrong takes his lead at third with one away. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. Miller's got it. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
So stepping in, Jimmy Grimes. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground ball. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Grimes, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2.
After two great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Rizzolo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So one run on one hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ryan Subcheck. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Buckner has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Doug Mesoraco.
Next to bat for Toronto, Doug Mesoraco. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Guerrero, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. So far this year against Southpaws, Guerrero has a .280 batting average. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now at the plate, Danny Gutierrez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's set, and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here it is. Two out here and a runner at second. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 1-0. So digging in now, Ryan Buckner, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Buckner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball back upstairs.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Third baseman, Freddie. Santiago.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Three and 0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that's low, ball 4.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, JC.
Ready for another chance. J.C. Embry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And he's safe.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Sito Suzuki is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw will be too late at first. It'll be an infield single as the run comes in to score.
The right fielder, number 21.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now, Sammy Sosa. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The 2-1 home. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over.
Armstrong.
Bases full now following the error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. This one's down to third. Reined in. And that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Digging in, Nate Hill. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Last month wasn't very kind to this guy, and he's one of the better hitters in all of baseball. He's hoping to rebound and have a much more productive month.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. And he misses, 2-1. Now here it comes. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
To the plate now, Jonathan Rizzolo. Fouled off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Jason Kipnis.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cubs designated hitter. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Subcheck is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Coming to the plate now, Nicholas Horner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Horner, a California-born ball player. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're up 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Alfonso Vargas.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Racing back the left fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
At the plate now, David Santos.
David Santos.
And he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The right fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Subcheck. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
This one's flared off to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
In now, Doug Mesoraco, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh and 1, here it comes.
That's out.
1 out and a runner on third. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping up now, Vladimir Guerrero, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So we're back to even now after the sac fly. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Danny Gutierrez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Pause, now the pitch. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Miller.
In now, Brad Miller. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Looped out toward third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Buckner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0. A chance here for Miller at short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. Not close. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
A quick glove at third, and there were 2 gone.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Now to the plate, J.C. Embry. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Nate Hill.
First pitch on its way. Nate Hill is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Lays off 2-2 now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And this is popped up. Back behind second. Embry backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4, Jonathan Rizzolo.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Rizzolo. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second baseman, Alfonso Vargas.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Alfonso Vargas.
that last at bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Swinging a soft liner. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Ready once again, Sito Suzuki. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Sito Suzuki.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in to try it again, Pete Armstrong. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Kipnis hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it comes, the 3-0. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he's also responsible for the 3 men on base, and he'll need some big-time help here to preserve a no decision. Number 37 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 37.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Turner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box, Jimmy Grimes, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set, the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Now at the plate, David Santos.
For Toronto, the center fielder, David Santos.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped up. Buckner in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
The right fielder, number 1, Ryan Subcheck.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Subcheck. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. Just short, hit hard. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Doug Mesoraco.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Doug Mesoraco. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Striding in once again, Vladimir Guerrero earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And now they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in, Ryan Buckner.
The first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Vargas will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batter, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in once again, Freddie Santiago. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are two away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball one to start the at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Right to him. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
To the plate now, Danny Gutierrez. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Gets dirty and gloves it. On to first to complete the double play.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Brad
Now
Miller.
at the plate, Brad Miller. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the pitch. Changeup called strike one.
0-1.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though, his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. It's a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And the count will be full. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Score remains 2-2. Into the box now, Sito Suzuki. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Suzuki.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Standing in now, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
At the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Number 37, Alexi Maldonado.
1-1.
No, that's out.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Jason.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Alexi Maldonado will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field,
Ronnie Wickert is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Nate Hill.
The catcher, Nate Hill.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose the game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
Into the box now, Jonathan Rizzolo in tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Wickert has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2 and 2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Vargas, as he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Now batting, Nicholas Horner, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
The shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards the hole. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
The catcher, number 8, Jimmy Ross.
In now, Jimmy Grimes. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Gutierrez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next to the Cubs, the first baseman, Ryan.
Striding in, Ryan Buckner. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, and nobody home. A perfect hit-and-run knock. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Jason Jaquez takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is 1 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Avi Millar will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Avi Millar.
So now to the plate, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Stepping in, J.C. Embry. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Two out with the man at first. Fouled away. struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubbies are in front, 3-2. Thomas Nicholas comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Jesse Padilla is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, David Santos.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 1.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Ryan Subcheck. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. As a look, now the pitch. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
A runner at first with no outs here. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. As a look, now the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Jays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jason Jaquez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.